Proton E-Mars 7 intelligence that electrifies. Real. Jamghar jahan real party pack tyahan.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur News.
Good afternoon. I'm Samriddhi Casey and these are the headlines of the hour. Investigation into gold smuggling case involving Jitendra Bahadur Pun's sons remains stalled for over a year. Police administration faces political pressure in high-profile criminal cases. Maoist Center Chair Dahal clarifies his compulsion to agree on the visit visa issue for the benefit of the country and its people, alleges budget system be benefiting the middlemen. Iran-Israel conflict continues for the fifth day. US President Donald Trump orders to evacuate from Tehran, cuts off his G7 summit visit due to Middle East tensions. And Nepal prepares for the clash against Scotland in the Tri-Nations T20I series, sets to avenge yesterday's loss against Netherlands. The Nepal police has been accused of not advancing investigations into sensitive and major criminal cases due to political pressure. One such suppressed case involves a gold smuggling scandal allegedly connected to the sons of former Vice President Nanda Bahadur Pun. In the 60-kilogram gold smuggling case investigated by the Central Investigation Bureau CIB of the police, it was revealed that Dipesh Pun, son of Nanda Bahadur Pun, had links with the main Chinese suspect. Likewise, another son, Jitendra Pun, was found to have signed a promissory note with the Chinese group for a transaction involving 4 kilograms of gold. However, the police have reportedly suppressed the investigation into the matter.
For about 1.5 years now, the police have withheld the investigation of a 60-kilogram gold smuggling incident due to political pressure. Although the Central Investigation Bureau had identified the Chinese smuggling network during its investigation, the involvement of former Vice President Nanda Bahadur Pun's sons, discovered a year and a half ago, was kept under wraps. On October 6, 2019, Jitendra Pun signed a 6-page contract with a Chinese group to buy gold on credit. The agreement mentions the purchase of 4 kilograms of gold at a price of 385 Chinese yuan per gram, to be paid within a year based on the Shanghai Stock Exchange price. According to the documents and footage, the amount, along with 0.3% daily interest, was to be paid by October 2nd, 2020.
Here, please write your good name. Here is your good name. Here is your name.
It has also been revealed that Jitendra Pun used his residency status in Humla to obtain passes for cross-border movement via the Hilsa checkpoint and made 4 trips to bring gold. However, the police have not pursued the investigation seriously, allowing the Chinese group involved in the massive smuggling operation to go unpunished. Sources within the police claim that some CIB officers halted the investigation into Jitendra Pun under pressure and did not even prepare a case file. Initially, some effort was made to trace his movement through the Hilsa checkpoint, but the probe was stopped, citing lack of evidence.
Yes, correct. And yes, boss. And by 4 kg is the confirmed.
The investigation into Dipesh Pun, another son of the former vice president, also appears to have been suppressed. Dipesh was found to have direct links with Dawa Chiring, one of the main accused in the 60-kilogram gold smuggling case. It is believed that Dipesh facilitated Dawa's marriage to Amala Roka of Rolpa. Amala is currently absconding, while Dawa is facing legal charges. Although the Bureau briefly questioned Dipesh, the investigation did not progress any further. Since then, 3 CIB chiefs and 2 police chiefs have been changed, but the police seem reluctant to conduct investigations that could reach high-level political figures involved in international gold smuggling. In contrast, Rahul Mahara, the son of former Speaker Krishna Bahadur Mahara, who had links to the Chinese group involved in the 9-kilogram gold smuggled through Trivandrum International Airport, was brought under the purview of law. About a year ago, the Bureau filed charges against 2 wallet companies in a second phase of the investigation, accusing them of conducting financial transactions related to the gold. However, that case has yet to be resolved. Since the formation of the coalition government between Nepali Congress and CPN-UML, the police have shown little interest in investigating any major incidents. Even cases that require proactive investigation are being stalled while awaiting directives from political leaders, leading to widespread allegations that police are suppressing organized and serious crimes involving political figures. A report by Ramesh Thamala for Kantipur News, Kathmandu.
Chairperson of the CPN Maoist Centre Pushpa Kamal Dahal has stated that a two-point agreement was reached with the ruling party to provide a way out for the country. Speaking to journalists in Bharatpur Chitwan, Dahal said the agreement was made to resume the House of Representatives, which had been obstructed for 17 days in relation to the visit visa issue. He stated that the obstruction was lifted only after an agreement was reached that the budget must be passed, essential bills like Federal Civil Service Act, the School Education Act, the Citizenship Act and the remaining tasks of the peace process must be completed, and that an investigation committee would be formed within the 30 days.
अध्ययन र छानबिनलाई गम्भीरतापूर्वक अगाडि बढाउने र 30 दिनभित्र छानबिन समिति बनाउने प्रतिबद्धता आएपछि हामीले ऐन बनाउने कुराको आवश्यकता बोध गरेर हामीले अब चाहिँ अगाडि जान उचित हुन्छ भन्ने ठान्यौं र हामी अगाडि गएका छौं.
Dahal also warned that if the two-point agreement is not implemented, a new course of action would be taken. He emphasized that the Maoist party would never drop the agenda surrounding the visit visa issue. He accused the government of bringing a budget that only serves to benefit middlemen. Dahal also claimed that he never told Deputy General Secretary Janardhan Sharma to leave the party. Now moving on, plenty of promises for guidance, structure and a ticket to a better future, but many education consultancies operating across Nepal are doing so without legal registration. And as the number of students going abroad surges, so too do concerns about fraud, exploitation and even human trafficking under the guise of student visas.
A stroll through Kathmandu's Bagh Bazaar, Putali Sadak or Baneshwar and you'll see them everywhere. Posters, banners, hoardings, all offering to help students pursue higher education overseas. In some buildings, you'll even find a dozen consultancies running under one roof. They send students to countries like the US, Korea, Australia, Japan, the UK and Canada. In return, they charge over 100,000 rupees from each student and take commissions from foreign institutions. According to the Nepal Educational Consultancy Association, there are nearly 5,000 such agencies operating in the Kathmandu Valley alone. But shockingly, more than 3,000 of them are unregistered and operating illegally.
शिक्षा ऐन 2028 अन्तर्गत रहेर दफा 16 को ढहले स्वीकृति बिना सञ्चालन गर्न नपाइने भनेर रहेको यो पेशा मध्येमा रहेको हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ यसरी चाहिँ यो स्वीकृति नभएकोलाई हामी चाहिँ अवैधानिक हो भन्न चाहन्छ. 5-6 हजार लगभग चाहिँ अवैधानिक भएर चलिरहेको देखिन्छ. हामीले भनेका छौं राज्यले कानुन बनायो त्यो कानुनको हुबहु पालना गर्दियो. त्यो कानुनको पालना गरिरहँदाखेरि हामी त्यो कानुनलाई पालना गर्ने मर्यादित बनाउने यो पेशालाई व्यवस्थित पारदर्शी बनाउनलाई हामी राजी छौं र नेपाल सरकारलाई सहयोग गर्छौं भनिरहेका छौं. तर राज्य नतमस्तक भएर बसिरहेको छ, सुनिरहेको छैन.
किन समस्या यो प्रणालीमा कहीं समस्या छ, उ जाने प्रक्रियामा समस्या छ भने त्यसलाई पो हेर्ने हो त. त्यहाँ गलत छ भने कारबाही गरौँ न. कसैले गलत ठाउँमा पठाएको छ भने मिलेर कारबाही गरौँ. तपाईले गर्नुस् न. हामीले गरेका छौं भने हामीलाई नि कारबाही गरौँ. मन्त्रीज्यूले धेरै मिडियामा गएर भन्नु पर्दैन. हामीलाई पनि बोलाउने, हामी एसोसिएसन हो, हामी जस्तो मान्छेहरूलाई त्यहाँ बोलाएर राख्ने र गलत गर्नेलाई कारबाही गरौँ. यो फलानुले गलत गरेको छ प्रमाण भेट्यो, उनीहरूलाई कारबाही गरौँ भन्दाखेरि त अझ बढी सजाय दिनुपर्छ भनेर म इक्यानको प्रेसिडेन्टको क्यापेसिटीमा म भन्छु.
By law, any agency providing foreign study consultation, language training or test preparation must be registered with the Ministry of Education. But right now, nearly 4,000 consultancies are operating without that requirement. Among the 1,473 officially registered, only 687 renewed their licenses this year. Still, there has been no strong action. Even with these numbers in plain sight, the ministry's regulatory mechanism remains absent.
प्रक्रियामा रिन्यूको प्रक्रियामा आउन भनेर लिस्टेड 926 वटा मध्ये यदि रिन्यूमा आउनु भएन तोकिएको निर्धारित समयभित्र भनेदेखि त्यो चाहिँ इलिगल रूपमा या गैर कानुनी रूपमा सञ्चालन भएको भन्ने मानिन्छ र तिनीहरूको सञ्चालन बन्द हुन्छ. पहिलो कुरा. र मैले अघि भने 1473वटा साबिकमा अनुमति लिएर सञ्चालनमा थिए, तिनीहरूलाई पनि हामीले रिन्युअलको प्रक्रियामा एकचोटि खोल्यौँ र उहाँहरू आएन र अहिले पनि फेरि अन्तिम पटक तपाईँको खोलेर उहाँहरूलाई एउटा नियमनको प्रक्रियामा ल्याउन सकिन्छ कि भनेर शिक्षा मन्त्रालय चाहिँ के भनेदेखि अहिले पनि क्रियाशील छ। त्यसो गर्दा पनि आउँदैन भने ती संस्थाहरू गैर कानुनी ठहर्छ र काहीँ कतै बजारमा ती संस्थाहरूबाट सेवा प्रदान गरिएको भए त्यो गैर कानुनी हो, कारबाही योग्य हो र कानुनी दण्डको दायराभित्र ती संस्थाहरू आउँछन्।
Driven by the hope of both higher education and job opportunities, more students are going abroad, but that also opens the door to abuse. Recent years have seen a rise in trafficking and exploitation cases linked to student visas. Last year alone, 112,900 students received study abroad permits. Over the past decade, more than 640,000 have left Nepal for education. Many of them, however, were sent through illegal channels, raising serious risks and pushing the government to temporarily halt permits to countries like South Korea.
प्रक्रियामा रिन्युको प्रक्रियामा आउन भनेर लिस्टेड 926वटा मध्ये यदि रिन्युमा आउनु भएन तोकिएको निर्धारित समयभित्र भनेदेखि त्यो चाहिँ इलिगल रूपमा या गैर कानुनी रूपमा सञ्चालन भएको भन्ने मानिन्छ र तिनीहरूको सञ्चालन बन्द हुन्छ पहिलो कुरा। र मैले अघि भने 1473वटा साबिकमा अनुमति लिएर सञ्चालनमा थिए, तिनीहरूलाई पनि हामीले रिन्युअलको प्रक्रियामा एकचोटि खोल्यौँ र उहाँहरू आएन र अहिले पनि फेरि अन्तिम पटक तपाईँको खोलेर उहाँहरूलाई एउटा नियमनको प्रक्रियामा ल्याउन सकिन्छ कि भनेर शिक्षा मन्त्रालय चाहिँ के भनेदेखि अहिले पनि क्रियाशील छ। त्यसो गर्दा पनि आउँदैन भने ती संस्थाहरू गैर कानुनी ठहर्छ र काहीँ कतै बजारमा ती संस्थाहरूबाट सेवा प्रदान गरिएको भए त्यो गैर कानुनी हो, कारबाही योग्य हो र कानुनी दण्डको दायराभित्र ती संस्थाहरू आउँछन्।
This year, students have already sent 1.12 trillion rupees abroad. That's up from 1.04 trillion last year. But one of the many questions that lingers is who will take responsibility if cases like those in India's KIIT University repeat. Without urgent regulation and enforcement, thousands of students remain vulnerable, and the industry continues to operate in a legal grey zone.
It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, what actions should be taken against educational consultancies operating without registration? Option A, bring under legal jurisdiction. Option B, immediate closure. Option C, make regulators accountable. And option D, no comment. Visit www.kantipurtv.com or www.ekantipur.com to share your opinion with us.
Sports News.
Nepal will face host team Scotland today in the second match of the ongoing Tri-Nations T20I series. After a thrilling super over loss against the Netherlands, Nepal is ready for a fresh challenge. The match, which will take place in Glasgow, is scheduled to begin at 7:45 p.m. Nepal time. Nepal is still in search of its first win in the tournament. In yesterday's match against the Netherlands, Nepal lost in the third super over after the game was tied. Chasing a target of 152 runs, Nepal matched the score, leading to a tie. The first two super overs also ended in ties, and Nepal was finally defeated in the third super over. Kiran Thaguna and Rupesh Singh made their debut against the Netherlands, but their performances were not particularly impressive. Coach Stuart Law may make changes in today's playing format. Fast bowler Nandan Yadav, who helped take the match to the super over yesterday, has sustained a hand injury. It is still uncertain whether he will play today. Rishan Dahal could be his potential replacement. Scotland, on the other hand, will be aiming for a second consecutive win. In his first match, Scotland defeated the Netherlands by 39 runs. With 2 points from one match, Scotland currently sits at the top of the points table. As a part of their preparation for the T20 World Cup qualifiers, Nepal will be looking to make a strong comeback. Now, in a thrilling match at the Tri-Nation T20I series in Scotland, Nepal's 100th T20 international ended in a heartbreaking defeat to the Netherlands, going down in the third super over. This was a rare occurrence, marking only the third time a T20 or List A game has gone to 3 super overs. Opting to field first in Glasgow, Nepal saw Netherlands post 152 runs for 7 wickets. Despite early pressure from Sandeep Lamichhane's 2 wickets, contributions from 30 runs from Bikramjit Singh, 35 from Teja Nidamunuru and 25 from Sakib Julfikar set the target. Sandeep ended with 3 wickets. Nepal in reply also reached 152 for 8, tying the match. Despite early wickets, Kushal Bhurtel and Rohit Paudal anchored the innings, with Nandan Yadav forcing the first super over with a crucial boundary. The first super over saw both teams score 19 runs, leading to a second super over. This too ended in a tie, with Dipendra Singh Airi hitting a 6 off the last ball. However, the third super over proved disastrous for Nepal. Batting first, Rupesh Singh and Rohit Paudal struggled, both getting out without a scoring. Netherlands chased down the minimal target easily, with Leavitt hitting a winning 6 off Sandeep Lamichhane. This was the Netherlands' first win in the series, while Nepal will now face Scotland in the second game. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.